Hi all. Let me welcome you all for Power Apps introductory session at Guru Schools. I am Praveen Gampa, trainer. I am specialized in SAP BW, Business Objects, Microsoft Power BI, Excel, Pivot Tables, Power Pivot, Power Query, ETL concepts, and various ETL tools, and Power Apps and Power Automate. I'm an experienced trainer who can teach techniques and tools, making it easy for learners to harness the power of business intelligence tools to easily turn data into insights, intelligence, and apps. I have been training learners on these powerful technologies for 10 plus years, making it easy for business users to easily create management reports, develop interactive dashboards, generate new insights and intelligence from business data, and also create power apps connecting to business data. I have 10 plus years of online training, end user training, and management consulting experience. It brings this knowledge and skills to my training course, showing Power Apps users how to easily create sophisticated management apps to perform day-to-day operations without using any complex programming specialized skill tools. I have consulted and worked with major organizations in banking, insurance, manufacturing, retail, and logistics industries across several countries and continents. Okay, thank you. First of all, let me thank you all for your time. Today's overview and introductory session is about Microsoft Power Apps. Power Apps is one of our top 5 popular technology training tracks, very high in demand. The simple reason being it easy to be taught, it's easy to be learned. Plus, it helps you make at least 6-figure salary. Microsoft Power Apps is one of very popular tool which have huge demand in USA. The prerequisite for this track primarily if you have some knowledge on Excel and PowerPoint will help you learn very easily. One should have open mind, willingness to learn, have burning desire. You know, a desire to work in corporate America, making 6-figure salary. So these are, I would say, the prerequisites, which I guess most of us will have it. Okay. Now let me give you the overview about the Power Apps. Power Apps is a suite of apps, service, and connectors, as well as data platform that provides a rapid development environment to build custom apps for your business needs. Using Power Apps, you can quickly build custom business apps that connect to your data or business data stored either in underlying data platform, that is Microsoft Dataverse, or in various online and on-premises data sources such as SharePoint, Microsoft 365, Dynamics 365, SQL Server, and so on. Now, before talking more about Power Apps and Power Apps prospects, Mr. Dave Carlaker is the founder of Guru Schools. Will brief you all about Guru Schools, and he is Chief Executive Officer of Guru Schools.
Okay, so let me give you a backdrop of Guru Schools. As the name suggests, it's a modern marketplace in the form of ancient Gurukul system or ashram system. At Guru Schools, we are providing a virtual platform as a dual heritage, having an Indian origin American. We are using America as well as India towards helping people. Okay. We strongly believe education is that one strength. Once it comes to you, it stays with you forever. And knowledge is something, by sharing, it only grows multifold. So what we do, At Guru Schools, we provide a world-class information technology education to the ambitious people such as yours by giving you a blended training education, which is theoretical as well as practical. For many of the lateral or the experienced people, this is a good way to upskill yourself in terms of learning new things, unlearning old things, and relearning what is important to ensure you're on track learning the emerging technologies, to teeth in the next generation futuristic technologies that helps you shape up your career and be ahead of the curve. Okay. What are we known for at Guru Schools? We are known for our 6 pillars. Next slide, please. So what are the 6 pillars? Okay. The difference between us and those dime a dozen other organizations who are there to basically rob you of your hard-earned money, here we are engaging with you for a career employment focused job placement offering. What does that mean? That means training is a subset or a holistic part of helping you get a job. Not only get a job, but to retain and sustain that job. So the 6 pillars are as follows. The first pillar is 6 to 8 weeks of training, which gives you a good overview as to what you're getting into. Okay. The second pillar is course completion certificate. If you have 75% attendance and if you have a satisfactory participation record from the trainers, you're awarded a course completion certificate, something which you can write in your resume on LinkedIn. The third pillar, very important, is reference ready resume preparation. Because we have several of our in-house projects, many of these projects can be used towards you to teeth in and something where you understand that how the real-time projects are to be. And that's something which you will then write in your resume. And that goes a long way to have a reference-ready resume preparation because these are real-time projects. The fourth pillar is vendor interview preparation. We are in the market for the last 21 years. So basically all the Indian outsourcing partners or the American vendors or our own direct clients, we have number of years of rapport. So we know exactly what some of these preferred vendors or tier 1 vendors are asking for. We have their vendorship, we have the contract in its place. So they want to take such as these resources as a part of their planned hiring, where they know exactly they have these projects and they would need this kind of skill sets. And based on their planned hiring requirements, we are training some of you. Okay. And because we are working with them, they are hiring you because of not only you, they're hiring you because of Guru Schools. Okay. The fifth interview is the client interview coaching assistance, meaning the end client, the D-Day, right? After the vendors, the clients want to talk to you. Again, we have placed thousands of people in the last 21 years, and even the vendor has people in. So everyone is interested to get you placed. And that goes a long way towards preparing you for the interview rather than you going blindfolded. And the sixth pillar, the last but not the least, is project placement and ongoing project support. Somehow, by hook or crook, we place you. The job doesn't end there because you'll become a suicide bomber waiting to explode, right? The initial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months are very critical for you to sustain and survive. And that's where using the Guru Schools ecosystem, not only you're able to sustain, but you know how to survive also. Because you are getting that focused training, you are getting that focused mentoring, and you are getting that focused group learning. And with the help of the other like-minded people, you are able to sustain and survive. Okay. So, next slide, please. So, apart from the Microsoft Power BI business intelligence visualization reporting training course, we have several other training courses which we develop here. as well as we provide consulting and project support in no particular order. I'm just covering some of these things here: Agile Scrum Master, Android, iOS development, big data, business analysis, other business intelligence visualization reporting tools like Click, Snowflake, Tableau, cloud DevOps, front end UI, UX design development, Informatica Cloud, ETL data warehousing, Java full stack microservices, MuleSoft integration, .NET full stack, Oracle NetSuite ERP. Next slide, please. Python data science, robotics process automation, Salesforce administration, Salesforce development, Selenium QA automation and testing, Workday, human capital management. We have also engaged in the pharmaceutical and the mechanical manufacturing engineering domains. We provide training on some ancillary skills like biostatistician, clinical trial data management, SaaS clinical, validation quality management, SolidWorks CAD CAM 3D design development. So these are some of the other skills, right? Now, most of these skills are consumed by the Fortune 5,000 clients in corporate America, right? Because there is a huge scope for these skills. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Now, these IT training, technology training tracks are for 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. They are running weekdays and weekends. Okay, 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week. Okay. Weekdays, preferably in the evening. I'm giving you Eastern time. Accordingly, you manage because some of you are in different time zones. So Eastern time, it could be 7 to 9, 8 to 10, 8:30 to 10:30, 9 to 11. These are the time of tracks up to 2 hours, 3 days a week. Weekend is more like a practice session, repeat session, mentoring session. It's more flexible, more exhaustive. It could be morning, afternoon, evening. Okay. These trainings are free. These trainings are free for those who are looking to have a career in IT and who are looking to engage their first project through us. So if you're looking to work in corporate America through our project for at least 3 months, this training will not cost you a penny. Otherwise, on an average, $2,000 to $3,000 will go on training, $500 to $700 in resume preparation, at least $3,000 on vendor interview, client interview, and for a monthly support, about $800 to $1,000. So you do the math; it's about $7,000 to $8,000. Otherwise, you'll be spending from your pocket. Here at the Guru Schools, it will be free for you if you follow in our process. Okay, it's our way of basically investing in people. It's our way in giving it back to corporate America. It's our way towards helping corporate America to reduce unemployment. Okay. Next slide, please. We're also product partner for various companies, where for some of these tracks, we also help you prepare for the certification. Okay. Needless to say, that adds a long way towards having a feather in your cap. We have several other clients also. We work with universities, we work with large healthcare, manufacturing clients. We work with in the tri-state area many brick and mortar hotel, motel, restaurants in their design, website design, development, digital marketing, content management, and so many other things. Right now, as I said, many of these becomes a project for you. Right, so. So it's not only theory, we're also embarking on real-time projects. And by you seeing these real-time projects helps you better prepared for the job. Okay, next slide, please. These are difficult times, okay? So in light of COVID-19 pandemic, the whole world is going through recession, millions of job losses. If you read any monthly report, you will see anywhere between 600 to million people are losing their job, getting on unemployment. So it's so depressing and it's so difficult times, right? in such gloomy environment, I guess some of us must rise up to the occasion and give that helping hand to people, because Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. To help people is divine. And by helping you, we are also helping corporate America, right? And we are generating employment. We are generating employment using our dual heritage in two great nations, okay? The USA and also in India, right? In every adversity comes the opportunity. What does that mean? That means, you look at the positive side. All projects are remote, okay? Um, there's a huge focus on using a resource at a reasonably priced, because the rates are falling off the roof because everything is remote. So the lateral people have that bitter bullet to swallow because of their rate reduction. But for many of you who are looking to enter in corporate America, this is the right time, because the corporate America is looking for people like you who are reasonably priced, who are a lot more lean and mean, have that fire in the belly and wants to work. Okay, so those who wants to start or restart their career, this is a great opportunity to get it. Okay, and using the 6 pillars offering at Guru Schools, not only you will secure the opportunity, you will sustain the opportunity. Right? As I mentioned, why we are unique, because of the 6 pillars. Right? The focus is more on not only on mere training. The focus is on placement and project support. Right? So that's what the main differentiator between us and those other agencies who are trying to make quick bucks through some video. Here, every session, the trainer is having an interactive session with you. There are a lot of exercises, a lot of homework will be given to you, because, as I said, Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. We are focused on getting you help a job. So if you are prepared, if you want to work in corporate America, if you want to make money, we are there with you in every step of your career. Okay. Today's session, I see a good number of you have joined. As I said, this is our first introductory class. Okay. What are you expecting? Well, it's like a movie trailer, right? It gives you a good overview as to what this Microsoft Power BI business intelligence visualization reporting tool is all about, right? It will also give an opportunity to have a question and answers towards the tail end of the session. So the trainers, once they are done with the presentation, at the end of the presentation, we will have an FAQ, like what are the frequently asked questions, and then we will also take some questions from some of you. Okay, so please reserve your questions towards the end of the session. Otherwise, it kind of breaks down the presentation rapport. Okay. So the other thing is, please subscribe. It's written there on the screen. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, LinkedIn page, our Facebook group. If you have any inquiries, send it to at inquiries@guruschools.com or training@guruschools.com. If you subscribe our YouTube page, LinkedIn page, basically you are by default getting all the videos which we are publishing it for public. There are some videos which are public. There are some videos which are not public, right? So say, for example, this introductory session will be made public so that you get a good overview as to what this is all about, right? A recorded session will be posted on LinkedIn, will be posted on Facebook group, on our YouTube group, right? So that, if you're subscribed, you get access to it. Okay. If you have any special queries, questions, by all means, send an email to training@guruschools or inquiry@guruschools. We'll be more than happy to answer it to you. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon, we have a candidate counseling session. For many of you, I suggest you send your contact information so that our HR can include you on this candidate counseling session, where you will talk to our counselors, you will talk to our trainers, you will talk to the subject matter expert, tell them a little bit about your information, your education, your background, your interest. And then these career counselors can guide you through what's in the best interest for you in terms of career. Okay.
Okay, so before knowing about the training, first we'll see when the Power Apps is introduced and what is the job market, what is the scope, and how much salaries we can make. We'll all see this. Okay. When did Power Apps introduced? Power Apps introduced the public preview in April 2016. From April 2016, within 6 months, Over 124,000 users from 46,000 organizations in 143 countries have created web and mobile apps using Power Apps, and it is continuously growing with consistency. 86% of Fortune 500 companies are now using Microsoft Power Apps, along with thousands of organizations of every size, sector, and geography. The number of monthly active Power Apps users has grown more than 250% since this time last year. And those users are accessing nearly 4 times as many applications in production. Microsoft Power Apps is the industry-leading low-code, no-code application development platform that underpins Dynamics 365 extensibility, Microsoft 365 customization, and standalone custom line of business applications for customers around the world. Power Apps dramatically lowers the cost, complexity, and time of software development through a range of powerful no-code, low-code development tools. A deep data platform in Microsoft Dataverse. The Microsoft Dataverse is a cloud-based database where you can create models, entities with relationships, the data from outside, or you can create your own data, and using that database, you can create apps and hundreds of connectors to common business data sources to connect to the own business data, no matter in whatever the form the data is. Okay, so almost all the connectors are available to connect to any type of data. Now we'll see the job market of the Power Apps. Top industries that use Microsoft Power Apps. Looking at Microsoft Power Apps, customers by industry, we find that computer software 20% and information technology and services 12% are the largest segments. Now, so by this you can understand the scope of Power Apps. Okay, so this is not limited to any one or two sectors. Okay, it is the list goes on. If you see here, computer software, information technology, service, pharmacy, and services, pharmaceuticals, automotive, construction, accounting, the list goes on. Okay, because the Microsoft Power Apps is a packaged application. Okay, it is used to perform the in-house tasks. Okay, and every business need to be accelerated with very low cost. Okay, this comes with a very low cost and very no code, low code application development environment. Any citizen developer can develop this using their business data, and it's very easy and it can be accessed on any platform. So that's the reason list goes on and goes on. Top countries that use Microsoft Power Apps. 64% of Microsoft Power Apps customers are in United States and 9% are in United Kingdom. If you observe the graph, okay, 43% of United States Microsoft companies using the Microsoft Power Apps. These are the customers, and list goes on. Okay, it's just in past 6 years, this is the growth of the company. Okay, by customers in different countries. Distribution of companies that use Microsoft Power Apps based on company size, employees. Of all the customers that are using Microsoft Power Apps, 10% are less than 50 employees and 32% are sized medium sized, and 47% are large companies. Those employees are greater than 1,000. Okay, and distribution of companies using Microsoft Power Apps by company size. You can see the graph here. Okay, there is, if you see the very first one, that is only 1 to 10 employees. Even 1 to 10 employees, a company which is very small company, even they can afford the Power App because it is a very low cost of the Power App is very less, license cost is very less, and small companies can afford, and that is the reason you have more scope and more development projects will be coming up. Okay, there is no limit, like for like other traditional applications like any ETL tools or any big applications. Okay, those are applications will be consumed or developed only for the big companies. But whereas Power Apps, there is no limitation. Any sector, okay, any size, companies will go for it to accelerate their business. Distribution of companies that use Microsoft Power Apps based on company size revenue. Of all the customers that are using Microsoft Power Apps, 32% are small companies. Those companies' revenue is less than 50 million. 8% are medium sized, and 41% are the large companies. Those companies' revenue is greater than 1,000 million. And if you see the very first one, that is 0 to 1 million, is again, very small companies. Even they can use Power Apps because the cost of the license is very less. And now we'll see what is the average salary in USA for a Power Apps developer. Okay, the average salary is $1,17,000 per annum. Okay, that's a 6-figure salary with with very easy skills. Okay, you don't need to master it, you don't need to expert in programming or anything. Okay, it's a no code low code development environment, and you will just learn it within no time. That's 6 weeks to 8 weeks. It's not a big time. Okay, only one should have a desire, okay, burning desire. Then within no time he can get this figure as their salary. Power Apps hourly salary range in US cities. Okay, if you see this, okay, North Carolina 50 to 65. These are the contract rates currently in US market, in US cities. These are the contract rates paying. Okay, North Carolina 50 to 65, Virginia 55 to $60, Virginia again file search. Okay, 85 to $90, and Texas 70 to $80, New Jersey 70 to $80, and Georgia 60 to 65. And you very clearly see this is the role of Power Apps developer. This is the startup job, okay, in Power Apps. This is the first role in Power Apps. Okay, if you can, means you can start your career as a Power Apps developer, and with the minimum of $50 per hour. That's a very decent amount per hour. 8 for the 40 means in a day you can make $400. That's the minimum I'm talking about. And these are the annual salaries paid in US cities. Okay, so in US cities, roles, these are the roles in Power Apps. Okay, Power Apps developer, 98,000 starting with. You can start your permanent job with a nice salary, good decent salary. And if you can start with senior Power Apps developer, okay, you can get a 6-figure salary from the day one. And there is not much difference between these Power Apps and senior Power Apps developer. You can always aim for the senior Power Apps developer. And the training which I'm going to provide through Guru Schools, it will match you'll be able to answer, or you will be able to match the senior Power Apps developer position, and you can make 6-figure salary. And Power Apps lead is the next one. Okay, that is $1,23,000, $23,500. And next is the Power App consultant, and it's actually a synonym for both lead and Power Apps developer. But in some job advertisements you may see that Power Apps consultant. You should not get surprised. Okay, it's just a synonym for developer or lead. Okay, or even for Power Apps developer. Okay, depending on a role. Okay, the salary can be ranging from $113 to $123,000. Okay, and Power Apps portal developer. This is again a specific role in Power Apps, and this is also a to start with the position. In Power Apps there are 3 different apps you can develop. That is Power Apps, model driven apps, Canvas apps, model driven apps, and the portals. Okay, so for portal developer there will be a separate jobs, and they are paying $1,23,500. Okay, for just developer. Okay, means you can directly start with Power App portal developer, and you can get a 6-figure salary. Power Apps Business Solution Architect. Okay, and even this 1,70,500 is only the starting salary. I'm talking about if you start your career as a Power Apps Business Solution Architect, this will be the salary, and it will be keep on increasing. And top companies providing Power Apps jobs. Okay, and here I have just mentioned a very short list. Okay, because if I keep on listing all the companies, okay, this slide will not be enough. Okay, because I've already told you this Power Apps has got no limitation for any these apps can be consumed or used or developed to any size companies, mid size, okay, small size, large size companies. That is the reason there is this list will go on and go on for only to win, to get confidence, okay, to make you to get idea about Power Apps and the scope. I've just listed some companies here, that is Wipro, Accenture, IBM, TCS, Infosys. These are the big names, right? But there are a lot of companies which are very small, and they are generating more revenue to Microsoft by consuming the Power Apps license. Now we'll see Power Apps. Okay, Power Apps are also called as Power Objects. The purpose of Power Apps is to engage customers, optimize operations, transform the products, empower employees. Okay, this is nothing but digital transformation. Digital transformation means which will accelerate your business. Okay, which will grow your revenue, increase the employment, and to achieve this, the packaged applications are the best solution. Okay, packaged applications are the fastest way to transform your business. Example: marketing, sales, service, talent, finance, and ops apps, okay, in Dynamics 365. But no application is exactly what you need. Every business needs to customize these applications to fit their processes and industry. And sometimes there is no app for that. Digital transformation depends on creating bespoke applications for the last mile. And to build these package applications, there will be a lot of constraints. Okay, let us see some of them. Okay, budget constraints, time and resource constraints, business expectations, paper process, complex process, IT business partnerships, legacy system maintenance, shadow IT governance, leverage existing technology, security and compliance. So we can overcome all these constraints using Power Apps. Today most app platforms only see some business data. Means not just the Power Apps. Already there are a lot of similar companies who are developing apps from past many years. Okay, we'll see all those as well. Okay, but what they are doing today, most app platforms, that's why I'm saying most app platforms, the other people, other companies who have these app platforms to develop apps, see some business data. Okay, but whereas Power Apps comes into picture, but customers want to build apps across their data, and this can be easily achieved by Power Apps. Like our customers want to see all the data. Based on all the data, they want to create an app. Okay, it can be any data: email data, device data, equipment data, skills. It can be anything. For example, when I say in-house tasks, okay, for example, if you take any IT company, okay, for employee management, onboarding management, a leave request application, like timesheet filling, okay, for all these tasks. Okay, now almost all Fortune 500 companies are using Power Apps. And here, if you see this slide, okay, Power Apps, Power BI, Power Microsoft Flows. Okay, these all three together called as Microsoft Power Platform. Platform is an umbrella under this Power Apps, Power BI, Microsoft Flows. Okay, and these all three can be used individually and also can be integrated. Okay, and these are well integrated to cloud as well, Azure cloud as well. and these all three individually and together also integrated to Dynamics 365, Office 365, and standalone apps. Okay, Dynamics 365 is a ERP product of Microsoft, and wherein you will store all the operational data. Okay, using that data you can develop Power BI dashboards. You can use Microsoft Flows to uh, automate the business process, and you can consume the same data to Power Apps. Okay, and also only Power Apps can be developed and embed with the Dynamics 365, and you can consume the data of Office 65, for example, SharePoint, OneDrive. Okay, and Microsoft Flows can be used inside and outside of any application, and this is well and tightly integrated with this Dynamics 365, Office 365, Standalone. Okay, all these three applications and with the platform, and you can also build your own entities with relationships using Dataverse, which is a cloud-based database which is tightly integrated with Microsoft Power Apps and model-driven apps. And also you can connect to any source, any data, any business data using data connectors. Okay, there are 250 plus data connectors available. Okay. And we'll see what exactly these Microsoft flows are. Okay, Microsoft Flow is a service for business users to automate workflows across apps and services. So we'll understand this Microsoft Flow now. Okay, what makes up a flow? Okay, look, starts with an event or a trigger. For example, a Guru School's website is there. Okay, some student just opens a website and he will enroll for a training program. Okay, that record is created in the corresponding database, which can be leads. Okay, one lead is created. As soon as the lead is created, it will trigger an email to the corresponding person. Okay, so and this process can be automated with Power Apps, sorry, these Microsoft flows. And you can also write conditions and logics. Okay, in real-time scenarios, a report is scheduled. Okay, what should be, if the report is failed is a condition, if it passed is a one condition. Okay, you can use your logic as well. Okay, data flows between trigger and actions to subsequent actions. And there are 4 types of flows: scheduled flows, automated flows, instant flows, business process flows. Okay, depending on our requirement, we can use any of the flows. And 250 plus built-in connectors and custom connectors are available. Okay, built-in connectivity to 250 plus cloud services, content services, databases, APIs, etc. Seamless hybrid connectivity to on-premises system via the on-premises data gateway. So it's very secured as well. A custom connector support allows the registration of developer or IT systems as a building block for citizen developers. Use multiple data sources in single application for processes that span systems. Now we'll see Power Apps. Okay, an application platform as a service for citizen developers to build high productivity business apps. When I say platform as an application as a service platform, means it's just a cloud-based tool. You can simply log into the powerapps.com. You can simply register with an email, and the Power App Studio will be launched, where you can start developing Power Apps Canvas apps very simply. You don't need to install anything on your system. That is the reason it is said as an application platform as a service for citizen developers to build high productivity business apps. Types of Power Apps. Canvas app. Start with the user experience with pixel perfect control to build highly customized tasks and role-based apps that mash up data from 250 plus sources. You can connect to 250 plus different sources. Data can come from anywhere. That's nothing but the business data. Depending on business, depending on client, depending on customer, they will have different types of data and stored in different locations, different forms. You can connect to any data source. To connect to that, we have 250 plus data connectors, which we have, which will help us to connect to those data sources. Model-driven apps leverage your data model, relationships, and business process to automatically generate immersive responsive applications. Here, okay, it comes with the combination of for Dataverse database where you can create data models, relationships, okay, from the operational data store. Okay, you can just only pick the data what you need, means as per the requirement, or it can be report requirement, it can be app requirement, it can be a portal requirement. Okay, based on your requirement, you can only select the data, you can create a model, get the data into your model, establish the relationships, establish your own business process as per the requirement, to automatically generate immersive and responsive applications. Oh, look, there are 3 plans available. Okay, this is nothing but the Power Apps licenses. The very first one you see, per app plan, that is $5 app per month. Okay, when I say $5, it is per month. If you see, is one app, one portal. Okay, one app or one portal, 50 MB database capacity, 4 MB file capacity. So for small companies, this is very, very helpful. Okay, and it's very easy, and the cost is very low, and all small companies can go for this. Okay, and the next subscription plan is per user plan. Okay, $20 user per month, and this unlimited. You can develop unlimited apps, unlimited portals. Okay, use pre-built and custom connectors, use on-premises data connectors, gateway, create and access custom entities. Here you can create your own tables with relationships and all. Okay, and 250 MB database capacity, 2 GB file capacity. Per app plan, $10 per active user app per month, one app or one portal. This is per app plan. Okay, 1 GB data, but here if you see, this comes with the database space 1 GB and 1 GB file capacity. So depending on your requirement, you can go for any license. And Power Automate, this is nothing but the flow, okay, including premium connectors. Okay, it comes with all 3 licenses. And you can also use workflows. Those are Microsoft flows can be used for all 3 licenses. Now we'll see. Okay, standalone Canvas apps can be built using powerapps.com. Okay, in powerapps.com we can develop Canvas apps. Okay, that is called Canvas Studio, and this Canvas Studio can connect to the customized Office 365 data, example SharePoint data, OneDrive data, okay, anything. And consuming the data, we can using the data can develop a application using Canvas Studio. And Canvas Studio can also connect to Dataverse. Dataverse is the cloud-based database which is tightly integrated in Power Apps environment. And we can also use flows. Okay, this is a combination of Power Apps plus Dataverse. And the next one is the customized Dynamics 365 applications. As I already talked about this, customized 365 is nothing but okay, ERP, which is provided by Microsoft, and this ERP is used by big companies. Okay, big size companies. They will have different operations like accounts, finance, okay, material management, okay, customer relationship management. Depending on their requirement, they can use selected modules, and okay, and these all are operational data stores or transaction data, okay, that will come and sit in this customized Dynamics 365 applications. And in this environment, you have a separate solution explorer where you can develop Power Apps, okay, with entity designer, form designer, and view designer. Okay, as per the requirement, you can use all these components, and because it is embedded environment, you don't need to separately connect to the data. Directly we can connect to the customized Dynamics 365 applications, and the data, using the data, these apps can be developed. But these apps cannot work as a standalone Canvas app. Okay, now we'll see more about this in the next slides. And unified to high productivity applications. Okay, just Power Apps in not individually, but it is unified to one high productivity application platform. Dynamics 365 data natively on the platform. No integration is required. Okay, enterprise grade application lifecycle management, server side business logic for validation, defaulting, calculated fields, and more. Power Apps, Canvas apps. Look, publish apps instantly for web and mobile. Okay, the apps, Canvas apps, which we develop in Power Apps, those can be published very easily to web and mobile within no time, and this can be accessed on both on web, okay, Android, iOS, any environment. No app store is required. Canvas apps help business power users to create and use custom business apps across platforms using excellent PowerPoint skills. Okay, connect to data and system you are already using easily. Create apps, forms, and workflows without writing any code. Use apps on any device, both web and mobile. So look, this is the Power Apps portal. Okay, this is the where you will develop Canvas apps. Okay, and here is the where you can craft forms and screens in your visual designer that helps you see exactly what you will get, and you can take the advantage of device capabilities like cameras, GPS, and digital links. Build business logic into your apps with an Excel inspired expression language. Means the language which you are going to use here, it is very similar to the Excel formulas. Okay, if you are comfortable with the Excel formulas, in the similar way you can write the Excel formulas. Okay, and it is more easier than Excel, and more easy and more flexible. And extended capabilities of connected data sources are focused just on the bits you need. Means when you connect to the data source, you can simply select whatever you like. You can select only selected tables you can select. Okay, again, you can map it to that. Okay, so that flexibility is available. That's the reason I said here, are focused just on the bits you need. You don't need to connect to entire database again, again the same rolled like a traditional application. You don't need to that. Power Apps, model driven apps. Power Apps, model driven apps provide some metadata driven architecture for creating and customizing apps without writing code, with rich component focused, no code designing environments. Easily add business rules, business process flows to model your business process. Complex responsive apps on web and mobile. These apps are both on web and mobile. Apps, also known as app modules. Okay, definition: a functionality, a functionally complete set of forms, views, and dashboards. Right, an app is nothing but, okay, it will consist of some forms, views, and dashboards. Okay, any application. And features of both model driven and Canvas: user experience, UX. Okay, in model driven apps, okay, it's not there. Canvas apps, let's have it. Okay, business solutions, model driven apps is complex, and Canvas is very simple. Means for the simple solutions you can go for Canvas, and for complex solutions you can go for model driven. Okay, app feature set. Okay, the model driven is a very advisable. Canvas is not suitable. Data validation is equally same in both Canvas and model driven. Data sources, model driven you cannot connect to many sources, but Canvas you can. But model driven you have independent cloud database where you can connect to. Okay, means and Dataverse is the cloud based database where you can connect to that database. Easy of configuration, model driven, but not the Canvas. Extensibility, and it's equally same with both. Embedding Canvas apps. Okay, this when I say embedding, okay, we'll talk more about Dynamics 365. Okay, look, show related information subgrid. Okay, means if you click on something, means this data is coming from, for example, some business 365 application. Okay, it will show the related information. Okay, and you can also pass a parameter. After passing the parameter, if you click on enter, then again it will show the related information of that, but related to that particular parameter. Okay, look, and you need to keep in mind that still some preview features have some quirks when you work with Dynamics 365. Okay, online available in unified, oh sorry, only available in unified interface. The apps which we develop in uh, Dynamics 365 only available in unified interface, has to be created for embedding only, cannot embed existing apps cannot be embedded in Dynamics 365. Okay, you need to develop the app inside Dynamics 365, has to be created from Dynamics 365 through Canvas app preview. Okay, okay, it's the same development environment will be available in Dynamics 365. Within that environment, we can develop a Canvas app which will be embedded, meant only for embedding. These apps are only for embedding. These cannot be used as a standalone app. Must enable experimental feature for this to work in Power Apps. Go to app settings, you need to enable this. Okay, to create an app inside Dynamics 365 environment. Embedded app in Dynamics 365 customer engagement. For example, an app is developed inside the Dynamics 365 environment. Okay, like this it will come up. Okay, this is called embedded. This is embedded within Dynamics 365 customer engagement application. Okay, and for example, how it will show the invoke the application. Look, by simply clicking on this customers, okay, it will invoke this app like this, and it will show up the list. To create, update, and app needs to happen by clicking customize. Okay, clicking on customize button for the control. This opens the Power Apps. Yeah, this will open. When you want to create or update of app, you don't need to open the app directly in Power Apps. Okay, you need to, when you want to customize this, by simply clicking on this customize, it will open up the Power App in the development environment like this, where again you can customize this. If you open that app directly in customer Power App Studio, okay, and this is how it will appear. Opening in Power App directly, doesn't load everything. And these are the resources which are useful resources for know more about pricing and community plans. Okay, and more knowledge and guidelines about Power Apps. And before ending the session, I want to show you some information more about Power Apps. Okay, I've just googled something for you. Okay, look, this is the Power Apps market share, and I've you have seen the consistency and the growth till now from past 6 years, and the market share is only 0.1% till now. So there is a long way to go. There is a big scope for Power Apps. So that's what I mean. Okay, till today. And the customer satisfaction rate is 97%. The customers who are already using Power App, they're happy with the performance of Power Apps wise, cost wise. Okay, in all aspects, 95%, 97%, 7% customers are happy customers. And we'll see the Gartner analysis. Okay, Gartner is a global research and advisory firm. They'll collect the data, and they will do the analysis. Let us see Gartner's analysis. Okay, Gartner's analysis. Okay, this is the magic quadrant of Gartner. This one. Let me see this. And if you see this graph here, okay, so not Power Apps is not the first application to develop apps. Okay, already there are a lot, almost 20 plus companies are there who have the similar environment to develop packaged applications, and they are in the market from past many years. And if you see, the Microsoft actually started from the bottom in 2016, okay, and this is the data till 2020, okay, and within no time, if you see, okay, it is in the leaders quadrant. Okay, it reached, okay, leaders quadrant. And if you see, okay, this is in the third position. Okay, and the easiness of this app development and learning, it can be easy to learn, easy to taught, and it's more flexible, and customers can use it very easily, and it works on all environment. This all makes Power Apps to grow so fast in within no time and reach to this position. As per this analysis is as per Gartner's analysis. Okay, Gartner is a global research and advisory firm. They collect all the global data and they do analysis. Okay, and now we'll see, this is the 20 data, right? 2020. Okay, the latest data what we have. I think this is the one. Now, if you see in this 2021, Microsoft again reached to one more level. It's crossed Salesforce as well. And, within no time, Microsoft will be, Power Apps will be on, will be topper in the leaders quadrant. And you can see the empty levels below the Microsoft, because that is the performance of Microsoft Power Apps, and it's a low cost application and low, no code, low code. Any citizen developers can use this environment and can develop very powerful apps to accelerate any business, whether it is a small size, mid size, or big size business. So that is the reason it is keep on growing and growing. On all other applications are not so simple to use. That is the main, that's one of the main reason Microsoft is rapidly growing Power Apps. Okay, so let me go back to my slide PowerPoint. These are the useful resources. Okay, you can browse through. And now we'll see what is covered in the free training program. When I say free, it's absolutely free. Okay, Guru Schools is doing this. Power Apps training at Guru Schools. Certifications offered by Microsoft. These are the two certifications: PL 100 Microsoft Power App, Power Platform App Maker, and MB 400 Microsoft Power Apps plus Dynamics 365 Developer. And the training program which Guru Schools is doing, the content which I'm going to train you on, that content will be covering all this. Okay, means after the completion of training, you will have all these skills which are mentioned here, and you can go for PL100 Microsoft Power Pack App Maker, because this is a generic certification. This is I advise you all to go for PL100. Okay, and next we'll see what is the training program, what content is covered in the training program. Okay, this will be a 6 weeks session, 6 weeks session, and in week 1 we'll cover all this introduction, environment setup, basic Power Apps concepts, beginner Canvas apps, intermediate Canvas apps, and in the following weeks, week 4, we will do build a Canvas apps on expert levels, and will connect to common data service. Common data service is the former name. Database is the current name. Okay, it's I was talking about database, right? It's a cloud database, and in this field introduction, we will see introduction. Okay, how to set up entities, relationships, business rules. Okay, and views, how to design forms, dashboards, charts, keys, etc. Okay, creating an entity. Okay, and even in the form, how we will design a form. Okay, and how we will define the business rules and all. Okay, and then we will develop a advanced Canvas apps. Okay, and after that advanced model driven apps, and finally we'll create a full app from scratch to end in week 6, and after that, okay, these 3 things are very, very important. You need to observe reference ready resume preparation, vendor and client interview preparation, and this training and this preparation is completely free by Guru Schools, and after completion you will get a certificate of course completion as well. And thank you all for your time. I hope I'll see you all in the next training sessions. Thank you all once again.